You've probably felt this at some point in your life, or maybe you're feeling it right now. You've thought about it countless times. You want to change, you want to start a new life, but for some reason, you just can't take that first step. It's as if an invisible force is pulling you back. For example, every morning you wake up thinking, from today onwards, I'm quitting smoking, or I'm going to sign up for the gym and start taking my physical health seriously. Maybe you've been telling yourself the same thing for years, but you're still waiting for the right time to start. And then nothing changes. Tomorrow comes, but you're still in the same place. Days, months, and years pass, and you keep saying, one day I'll start, only to watch time slip away. But why? Why is it so hard to take a step toward changing your life? The answer is simple: fear within you. The fear of starting is a silent enemy growing inside you. It keeps you chained to your comfort zone, creating the illusion that you are safe. But the truth is different. The more you surrender to this fear, the more you lose control over your own life. It's like standing at the edge of a cliff, wanting to take a step forward, but your brain screams, go back. It's dangerous. Yet not taking that step pushes you into an even deeper void, the abyss of regret. Where does this fear come from? Why does it keep you away from your dreams and goals? How can we defeat this fear within us? That's exactly what we'll talk about in this video. Have you ever wondered why, the moment you decide to take action, your brain floods you with excuses? Now isn't the right time. I need to prepare more. What if it doesn't work out? It's as if there's a hidden voice inside your mind trying to hold you back. It wants to keep you where you are, whispering that staying still is safer. In reality, this is one of your brain's primary functions, to protect you from risks. To your brain, anything unknown is a threat. It knows you've survived in your current state, and making a change could bring unexpected challenges. That's why it doesn't let you step out of your comfort zone. This is called the comfort zone trap. Your brain tries to convince you that if you wait just a little longer, the perfect time will come. But the truth is that perfect time never comes, because the problem isn't time, it's your fears. To better understand this phenomenon, imagine this. You're standing at the edge of a pool wanting to jump in, but your brain starts listing excuses for you. The water might be too cold. Maybe you're not a good enough swimmer. Wait, prepare a little more, then jump. But deep down, you know these thoughts are just illusions created by fear. And when you finally take the leap, you realize that most of what your brain told you wasn't true. The water isn't that cold. You can swim just fine. And in reality, you should have taken this step much earlier. How do great people make decisions? Do you think Steve Jobs was fully prepared when he started Apple? Was Elon Musk completely ready when launching his space projects? Or J.K. Rowling when she began writing Harry Potter? Absolutely not. They felt the same fear. But the difference is they didn't listen to it. Today, many people are waiting for the right moment to change their lives. But remember, no one ever feels fully ready. In fact, there's no such thing as being ready. You just start and grow along the way. One of the biggest causes of the fear of starting is waiting for everything to be perfect. This is one of the greatest traps people fall into. They want the perfect first step, expecting everything to go exactly according to plan. But history has shown that the greatest successes often come from imperfect beginnings. Apple and Google, two giants that started in a garage. Did their founders feel 100% confident that they had a perfect product? No, but they took the first step without getting caught up in perfection. Jeff Bezos and Amazon, a modest start that changed the world. In its early years, Amazon was just an online bookstore. Bezos knew he wanted to revolutionize technology and commerce, but he didn't wait years to perfect everything. He simply started. Perfection comes through action. Here's an interesting paradox. Perfection is actually achieved by starting, not by waiting. Many people hold themselves back because they want things to be flawless from the beginning. But this is just an illusion. The most successful people in the world weren't perfect in their first attempts. They simply started and improved over time. You can compare this to an artist or an athlete. A painter doesn't create a masterpiece with their first brushstroke. They refine their art by practicing every day, making mistakes and learning from them. Similarly, professional athletes don't deliver outstanding performances in their first training sessions. They get better as they gain experience and fix their weaknesses. As we mentioned earlier, even the biggest companies didn't start perfectly. Google was just a simple search engine in its early days, and Facebook was a small social network made for college students. If their founders had said, "Let's wait until everything is perfect," these companies wouldn't exist today. The key takeaway: success isn't about waiting for perfection. It's about taking action. You will never get better unless you take the first step. Skill doesn't develop just by thinking or planning, it grows only through action. If you want to be a musician, you must accept playing the wrong notes at first. If you want to be a writer, you have to be okay with the fact that your early work might not be appreciated by anyone. If you want to start a business, you must acknowledge that your first attempts may end in failure. But every successful person has gone through this stage. They simply started and kept going. Think about it. How many times does a baby fall when learning to walk? Countless times. But each time they get back up and try again until they finally succeed. Do they stop and say, "Maybe I should give up"? No, because every attempt makes them stronger and more capable. This principle applies to every area of life. Basketball legend Michael Jordan once said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost over 300 games. I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed again and again. But I succeeded because of these failures." The secret to success: consistency. If you want to succeed, you must take a step forward every day. As you begin, you'll learn new things. And as you gain experience, you'll realize that mistakes don't set you back, they make you stronger. Many people believe success happens overnight, but this is completely false. Every great achievement is built on small but consistent steps. You don't start because you are perfect. You become perfect because you start. If you want to master something, the first step is simply doing it, because real excellence comes only through experience and improvement. The fear that holds us back: other people's opinions. One of the biggest fears that fuels the fear of starting is worrying about what others will think. What if they criticize me? As humans, we are social beings, so it's natural to care about how others perceive us. Our brains evolved to live in groups because in ancient times, being excluded from the community meant danger. This instinct still lingers. We want to be accepted, liked, and validated. But the problem is that many people fear others' opinions so much that they give up living their own lives. They abandon their ideas, dreams, and ambitions just to avoid criticism. And what does this fear give them in return? Nothing. Instead, it keeps them stuck, suppresses their potential, and hands over control of their lives to others. But here's the real question: should these criticisms really stop you? Think about it. If you don't pursue your idea, just because someone might laugh at you, what do you gain instead? Nothing. You may feel safe, yes, but that safety is nothing more than a prison. We often assume that others' opinions are facts, but in reality they are just guesses. They don't know your potential. They can't decide what you are capable of achieving. People project their own fears and failures onto you, but that's their reality, not yours. Never forget this. If you start something new, people will talk. Some will be curious, some will be jealous, and some will be sarcastic. They'll say, "Oh, look who thinks they're special." Let them talk. If you have a big goal, people will doubt you. They'll ask, "How do you think you'll achieve that?" Or say, "That's impossible," and things like that only happen to others. Let them doubt. If you show courage, people will criticize you. They'll try to convince you you're making a mistake. That's a foolish decision, or you're wasting your time. Let them criticize. Do you know why? Because most people have accepted their own fears and want others to do the same. By criticizing you, they justify their own failures. Your success destroys their excuses. The more you achieve, the more inadequate they feel. But you must be different. Being different isn't easy. It means enduring criticism, getting knocked down and getting back up, making bold decisions. It means not letting others steer your life. Think about it. If Cristiano Ronaldo had listened to those who said, "Don't train too much, you'll get tired," would he have become one of the greatest footballers? If Jeff Bezos had believed those who said, "Who needs an online bookstore?" would Amazon exist today? If Vincent van Gogh had listened to people saying, "You'll never make money from painting, just quit," would his artworks be worth millions today? The opinions of those around you should never define your success. Let them doubt you, let them criticize you, let them even laugh. Because one day your success will silence them. The greatest people in history shared one secret. They didn't fear others' opinions. So what will you do? Will you let others' doubts kill your dreams? Or will you ignore the fear and start writing your own story? Every successful person in history has faced the same thing. They too were told, "It won't work. You can't do it. This idea is stupid." But they didn't listen. When Walt Disney first presented his ideas, people laughed at him, calling him too much of a dreamer. Some didn't even take his fantasy-filled world seriously. But he didn't stop, and today, his name is a symbol of the entertainment industry. When Elon Musk wanted to enter the space industry, many people mocked him. No one believed he could accomplish what NASA and governments had struggled with for years. SpaceX's first 3 rocket launches failed. If Musk had listened to the critics and given up, commercial space travel wouldn't be as close as it is today. When Albert Einstein was in school, his teachers told him he would never achieve anything great. And yet he became known for theories that changed the world. Do you think these people would have reached success if they had listened to others' opinions? Of course not. That's why in the beginning, no one may understand your idea. People often struggle to accept things that are new and different. But that doesn't mean you're wrong. The opinions of those around you should not define your life. Don't fear criticism, because only those who take action are criticized. If you do nothing, no one will talk about you. No one will laugh at you. No one will criticize you. But what will you gain in return? Nothing. You'll live a quiet, risk-free, and safe life, but is that really the life you want? Think about it. Who are the most criticized people in the world? The successful ones. There are countless examples of this. Is it a coincidence? Absolutely not. Because anyone who steps forward, takes action, and creates change will face criticism. But in the end, it doesn't matter, because they live by their goals, not by others' opinions. You must take control of your own life. If you want to avoid criticism, the easiest way is to do nothing. Don't act and no one will say a word. Don't take a step forward and no one will feel threatened. Live an average life and no one will discuss you. But is that what you truly want? If you're watching this video, it means you want more. So why let other people's opinions hold you back? This isn't their life, it's your life. Remember, criticism is part of your journey. Judgment is actually a sign of success. People only talk about those who stand out. The other fear that stops us. What if I fail? This is perhaps the biggest fear that holds people back. We don't even start because we're afraid of failing. The same question keeps repeating in our minds. What if I fail? This fear pulls us back and becomes the biggest obstacle between us and our dreams. But have you ever thought about this? Failure is actually part of the path to success. Many famous and successful people have achieved victory because of their failures. Take Thomas Edison, for example. He attempted thousands of times to invent the light bulb, and with each failure he learned more. When asked how he kept going after so many failures, he responded, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." In other words, every failure helped him discover the right path. This is the secret of success. Do not fear failure. In reality, every failure, every setback makes us stronger. Every mistake helps us become wiser and more experienced in the future. If you let the fear of failure stop you from even starting, you will already have suffered the worst defeat, never trying at all. Failure is just a test. It means trying. And those who try never truly go backward. Trying means you're searching for your place in life. And every failure on this journey is a new lesson. The more you go through, the more you grow. And in the end, success will come from the path paved with failures. Failure is simply part of the first step. Success gets closer with every failed attempt. Remember, you are never alone. Even failure is on your side. I know you've faced these same challenges, seeking perfection, fearing others' opinions, being afraid to fail. These are traps that keep you stuck. So the real question is, how do we defeat the fear inside us? 1. Take action without overthinking. Thinking too much only gives your brain more excuses to stop you. Yes, thinking is important, but overthinking will paralyze you. The voice in your head says, "But what if I make a mistake? Or what if this doesn't work?" And suddenly you don't take action. But here's the truth. Overthinking won't give you the answer. It will only stop you from starting. Take action, because every step you take is an experience. Even if you make mistakes, those mistakes will make you smarter and better prepared for the future. Don't waste as much time thinking as you do acting. Move forward and see what happens. 2. Start small. Small steps create big changes.
Many of us see our goals as too big or unreachable, so we never begin.
But the truth is, every great success starts with small steps. Writing 1 page each morning, doing 1 simple workout daily, saving just a little money each week. All of these small efforts will grow into huge changes over time. The power of small steps is undeniable. Even tiny progress each day will bring you closer to your goal. And one day, you will look back and realize how those small steps led to massive success. 3. Normalize failure. Every failure shows you what needs to be improved. Don't see failures as setbacks. See them as learning opportunities. Failure is not the end. It's just the first step toward a new beginning. At first, mistakes might feel disappointing, but they will become the light that guides you. The most successful people are also the ones who have failed the most. Accept failure. Learn from it. Because failure is not your enemy, it is your greatest teacher on the path to success. Remember, if fear keeps you frozen, you've already lost. Every second you spend doing nothing brings you no progress. So what will it be? Will you become a prisoner of fear, falling further behind with every step you don't take? Or will you take action and start changing your life? Fear will never let you move forward. But every step you take will bring you closer to your goal. If you take action, you will be the one who wins. Even the smallest steps will make you stronger, wiser, and better. Every step is an experience. Every action is a lesson. In the end, the choice is yours, and everything begins with the first step. The road won't be easy. They will criticize you. They will doubt you. They won't understand you. But one day your success will silence them all. And when you look back, you'll realize there was never a reason to be afraid. You'll think to yourself, I'm so glad I started. Thank you for watching until the end. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comments. See you again soon.